All right, guys, so we got to talk about this very fascinating exchange that I stumbled across on Bill Maher's show between country singer Trace Adkins and two liberals by the name of Julie Loft and John Meacham. Now, in this exchange, country singer Trace Adkins is going to set these two liberals straight on the idea that Trump supporters, people who supported Trump or voted for Trump, on them asking for forgiveness, okay? Repenting for their alleged sin of supporting Trump. And this country singer, again, gives the perfect response to these two liberals and the idea that for some reason, people who supported Trump should be begging for forgiveness from, I don't know, I guess mainstream society or the left. So we're going to talk about that. But before I get in that, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold. Noble Gold CEO Colin Plum thinks quantitative tightening is setting up the stage for a gold rally. In his interview with the National Desk, Plum said the tightening is pushing the dollar up. However, he predicts that by next year, the Fed will print money again to restart economic activities. If you're thinking of gold and silver right now, Noble Gold is giving a free Gold American Eagle coin with every eligible IRA or 401k in September. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call the team now at 877-646-5347 to find out more or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
I think when you launch an attack on the Capitol and you undermine the one thing we've got that enables this other experiment to go on, and I'm going to say the other side's perfect, but I think a lot of Republicans, see if you agree with this, I think a lot of Republicans who don't like Trump want forgiveness, but they don't want to repent.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to answer.
I ain't asked for forgiveness for shit.
Right, and you shouldn't have to. You didn't do anything.
But
it's not personal, it's policy.
Right, exactly.
It's not, so. I mean,
not personal, it is personal. And I do think people who supported Trump and who enabled Trump do have something to apologize for and do have a lot to repent for. A man who calls countries shithole countries, who tells Congress people of color to go back to where they came from, who calls women pigs, who makes fun of their menstrual cycles. I could go on and on and on. That, you know, and that people still follow him and think that's still okay, and that they, you know, that
Well, most, I mean,
that is something that we have to talk about.
well, you can answer that if you want to, but I would say most of the people I know who voted for Trump say the biggest mistake liberals make is thinking I like him.
It doesn't matter if you still
you're
if you
nodding.
vote for him.
What they're saying is you get two choices in this country. I would never vote for Donald Trump. Nobody was harder on Donald Trump than me. I have the records to prove it, and I have all.
But did you vote for him?
Of course not.
There you go. But you didn't vote for him.
But
You
it's a little more
didn't empower
nuanced
him.
than that. It's a little more nuanced than that. I understand why people who make the decision to vote, which most people do based on not who I like the best, but who I hate the least.
Yep.
That
there are
means
things
all
that
the
are going
things
on.
He said and
Yes.
has done are not bad enough to keep you from voting for him. Which means you're more okay with him being in power and him having the nuclear codes and him having control of the Army and the Department of Justice, not you, the general you.
I understand.
That means you're okay with that, or you're more okay with that than the other guy, no matter what he said, no matter what he's done.
Well,
right?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Absolutely. I'm totally fine with Trump being the commander-in-chief of the United States Armed Forces, okay, having the nuclear codes. I'm totally fine with Trump having all of that power as president of the United States, because we've seen what has happened when Trump was president of the United States and how great this country was, right? The trajectory that we were on under President Trump. We had a great economy. We had stronger borders. We were respected on the world stage. We had energy independence. We had a lot of great things going on under President Trump that I really don't understand why these liberals feel like everything was so bad under Trump just because he said mean things, right? He said things that they don't like, right? Again, these people believe that what the man says is more important than what he does as president of the United States. And that's the difference between people like me who don't really give a damn about what Trump says, more so than I care about what he does as president. If I agree with the things he's doing as president, what he says is what he says, right? It is what it is. I might not agree with all of it, but to me, I care more about the man and his ability to lead and run a country than I care about what he says, especially the things that he says in his personal free time, okay? When he's hanging out with the boys, locker room talk, right? Things that, hey, I mean, let's be honest. He having the same conversations that a whole lot of men in this country are having, okay? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying. That is not going to make me not support the guy, okay? Because I would much rather have a non-politically correct, dirty talking president that has great policies, that's respected on the world stage, that has strong borders, right? I'd much rather have that, okay, than to have a president that is super buttoned up, okay, very politically correct, is the nicest person in the world, never says a mean thing a day in his life, but his policies suck, okay? I would much rather have Trump than Jimmy Carter, right? I'm just saying. With that being said, just like Trace Adkins said on Bill Maher's show here, I'm not apologizing for shit, okay? When it comes to my support of Trump, okay, and Make America Great Again policies, I'm not apologizing for anything. I will never, ever, ever apologize because Trump's policies were objectively good for this country, okay? For the most part, right? If anybody should be apologizing, it really should be Biden voters and liberals whom came out here and fear-mongering about Orange Man bad despite having the best 4 years of their lives, basically under Trump. Fear-mongering about Trump and having people go out here and vote Biden to get what we have right now when it comes to historic inflation, historically high gas prices, not being respected on the world stage, actually being an embarrassment on the world stage. Look at Afghanistan, look at Ukraine. Our borders are damn near just wide open. We have crime that's out of control because Democrats are becoming emboldened at the local level. I think that they have much more to apologize for in regards to their vote than we do. Okay, it's not like we were the people that were out here running around rioting and destroying cities and neighborhoods and looting stores for 6 or 7 months straight over a conspiracy theory that police officers were indiscriminately targeting black men, right? That's not us. We weren't doing that, okay? We also weren't the ones that were advocating to shut down the country and the economy, to not send kids to school, okay, hindering their learning. And then when you send the kids back to school, you put masks over their faces and you force vaccines into their arms while also firing adults who refuse to get the vaccine, ruining their lives, ruining their careers, ruining their abilities to feed their families, and then going out of your way to censor anybody who dare push back against the mainstream liberal media narrative when it comes to the vaccine. Yeah, that wasn't us, right? We didn't do that either. So again, these people that keep trying to tell Trump supporters that they need to be asking for forgiveness, they need to repent, are actually people that should be asking for forgiveness and repenting, okay? They should be trying to be accepted by us. We shouldn't be trying to be accepted by them because we don't need to be accepted by them. We voted for the right guy, okay? They voted for what objectively is the worst president in United States history. I'm just saying. Biden is the absolute worst. If things can continue on the trajectory that they have for Biden, he is going to go down as the worst president ever. Okay, that is who they voted for. So again, I'm not asking for forgiveness. I don't need to ask for forgiveness. And I really love how this conversation in mainstream liberal media is always framed from the perspective that the people that voted for the guy that is better than the current guy are the people that need to, for whatever reason, ask for forgiveness. Again, like Trace Adkins said, it's not a personal thing, okay? You don't have to like the guy personally to vote for him and to agree that his policies are good. Most people agree with Trump's policies, and they vote for him because they like his policies. Now, there are Republicans who like Trump's policies, but they don't like him, and then they just go for DeSantis, right? I mean, that's basically 95 to 99% of the Republican Party now, okay? So with that being said, yeah, I don't need to ask for forgiveness. I will never ask for forgiveness. If anything, they should be asking for forgiveness from us because, again, we voted for the right guy. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.